Hello and welcome back to day 10 of our advent calendar. Wow, December's going so fast. Oh, my radiators are coming on. I hope they stay quiet. Today I'm thinking of doing a subs request. And it's not just any subs request, it's my dad's. That would be to have a cabin with an airplane. So I'm looking for a nice kind of flattish spot that you could land like a bush plane or something, because we're gonna build a little cabin with a plane. I feel like this would probably be a dangerous spot to land your plane. Oh, I don't know. Maybe like across here. Does this look like you could land your airplane here? Something like this, I don't know. Or maybe go in the other direction. Anyways, let's get the shaders off. I always like to build without them. And get the sun up. Probably just cover this up, but maybe we could do it right here, and then like this kind of flattish spot could be like a runway. Yeah, we could do it here between these two trees. I'm gonna fill this in. And for today's build, I want to try doing like an all stone type material build. Okay, I'm just gonna fill this all in so it's kind of flat for our build real quick. Actually did cross my mind, like, do you think there's seaplanes but they have like ice skates on the bottom so they could land on rivers and stuff? Because then we could also do something down by a shore, but yeah, I'm not sure. I only know about bush planes, the little airplanes that have the really big tires that can basically land anywhere. That's like relatively flat, but like it can go on fields and stuff. Yeah, I'll stop it right back here. Now, I found this thing on Pinterest called Medieval Stone Cottage. It's just this screenshot of this like all stone house, and it's a bit bigger than I want to go, but I'm gonna be taking inspiration from it. So some of the materials they used was like stone bricks. Honestly, this is like my castle type of thing. Where's that to say? They also use cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, which this is like kind of a lot of blocks for a small build. So should we kick some out? I don't know, I like all of them, but yeah, let's not do that one right now. Okay, and we're gonna do a rectangle, but the short end facing this way, I think, and that's what the end is gonna be on. So let's just do the bottom row in this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. Because this will allow us to have a door and then a double window. And I do want to try using scaffolding for windows. And I think this is like a pretty decent size if we have it 9 long. And we'll just do odds today, because yes. And we need to build this up enough to where we can have a square window that is not going to be like interfering with anything. So we'll have like a door right here. Or no, we'll raise the door up. Wait, right here? And then we'll have, oh wait. That's right, we're gonna want the window like above the door. It's okay, maybe we'll make a little bit of a taller build today. I usually like to keep them squat because I think they look cute. But we'll do something like this. With a little bit of a basic roof. Did we do this even? Wait. Bro, I forget that 6 is even sometimes because it's like such an easy multiple of 3. Ah. Well, let's do even then. this way at least. I think that's good. I'm gonna go through and just kind of halfway build this up. I don't know. Then we'll make this gradient actually look good. And I've gotten actually a few comments about some people saying that these videos, I need to, like, the cuts are confusing, which I do apologize for that. I edit really, really fast, and I try to just cut out all of the parts where I'm just like doing grunt work that I had already talked about, or am just kind of like staring at the build trying to decide what to do. So I could leave them more unedited, but then they'd be a lot longer and it'd be a lot more of me just going like, you know, so I'm not sure if that's what people actually want. And I've also got a couple people telling me that these are bad tutorials, and I just want to say the point of these is definitely not to be a tutorial. This is more of a like see the process of how I came up with it, because I go into each one of these videos with like a vague idea. Like I knew I wanted to build a boat for my boat build. I knew that I was going to build one of these for that build. And I knew for this one I wanted to try a stone build. Sometimes I go in just fully not knowing, like, at all, but beyond that I really don't think about it too much. I just figure it all out in Minecraft. Oops. So I'm hoping that these videos can help you like learn a little bit if that is what you're looking for. But yeah, my goal is not to teach you how to like build these buildings, because they are all brand new in my world, I guess. Okay, now I'm gonna bring this up in the corners a bit, and I'm gonna like kitty corner some of this stone and maybe let this dip down a little bit so it's like that, and put this coming up a little more too. I don't know, should we do a more random kind of like sporadic mix? We might need to. And we'll make the rule that the mossy cobblestone has to be touching the regular cobblestone. Okay, I actually do like how this is looking. And bring these bricks up. Maybe we'll make the bricks a little random too. Or we could do like this. Okay, I think it's getting character slowly. Should we do this? No, this does need to stay stone, I think. Let's like make this that. Continue with this. I should have just built this. I'm actually really good at just building things with kind of randomly placed blocks because of my castle. I do that so much of it, but it's actually quite annoying to do this way. Probably just because I'm so unpracticed in this, I don't know, technique or whatever. And you know what, I actually feel like maybe we could bring that andesite back in. Maybe we could do that like more near the tops. Okay, I know it looks messy, but I actually really like this. Now for the ceiling, I had two ideas. The photo I found that inspired me to do this was using deep slate, but I also thought maybe we could use tuff. Obviously this will be more contrast. This might blend in a little, but it's still a bit darker. Okay, I think let's try deep slate. Maybe I'm just being inspired by that photo, but I do really like this. And maybe, should we try doing some, maybe we'll try doing some gradients, or just switching out some stuff with the polished deep slate. Okay. I'm actually thinking we'll keep this flat with the side of the build. The picture doesn't do this, but I kind of feel like it would look good, but I do want to bring it out over the edges, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna like do this all real quick because it's basically me just struggling to place blocks. Okay. I actually do feel like this probably would have looked better if it had a odd point at the top, but that's okay. I was thinking that this kind of detailing could look good. Oops. But again, at the top it just looks weird. Okay, this is actually pissing me off. Okay, let's go for upside down stairs. This is so tall. Usually I feel like we make them so much shorter and they just automatically look cuter when they're short. Okay, I just had this idea. If we took a spruce trap door and ran it all down the side. Actually, I don't know. That's right, we can't really put anything on the peak of this roof because it's even. Okay, maybe we do need to bring the stairs down one just because this is a taller thing anyways. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. I don't know why I was refusing to do that. And then let's go through and replace. I'm just gonna do the corner thing again, where like all the bottom corners of the roof, I'm gonna take and then just kind of peter out a little bit. Yeah, just make corners. I think will look good. Yeah, maybe we won't do that thing actually. I do like the subtle detail that gives it. And then that just means underneath here we'll have to do some of this as well. Maybe we'll let it like blend under a little though, I don't know. Yeah, I like that. And the other side, that is our roof. And let's get that scaffolding I said that I wanted for the windows. Okay. We can add some more windows as well. Let's go on the inside and figure this out. Do you know what I just realized? I never started this replay recording for the short. That makes me really sad. Whatever. We'll just start recording now. No time to dwell on mistakes. Okay, we could put one in the back, or we could just put our fireplace in the back. Yeah, I think our fireplace will be along the back, so then we could have basically windows on the sides. And I think we'll just do that so that we can put things on the wall over here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's do some opening, like, shutter things. Ooh, and we could do the fence thing that Shami does. Actually feeling like it might be cute if... Wait, wrong way. If these were like shuttered, right? The only issue with that is just from the inside it looks a little odd because we can't put scaffolding there, but it's not too weird in my opinion. Am I liking the scaffolding? I like it in other people's builds, but every time I try to use it, I feel like it looks odd. But we'll keep it just since I never use it. Let's see, and... Actually, I think I did these wrong. These are low-key supposed to be in front of the window. If we're doing Shami's sign thing. Okay, yeah, that looks actually a lot better. Now we can use like a spruce sign or something. Wait. Who knows if we still need that. To do these shutter details. Oh yeah, that is so cute. That's so cute. And we will just have these ones open. And a spruce door to match. Maybe we should put it out like that just to match kind of how the windows are. And wait, what material is right above the door? Stone. Maybe we could do this for a little awning. I feel like it needs to be like a cobble stair though. That melts in. Okay, mossy cobblestone stair. I want something that stands out just enough. Okay. Except this actually might look bad, this type of thing, because I was also thinking, wow, I need to just get all the stairs. We just have a little platform up like this. I actually stair indecisiveness. That is not what I tried to get. Cobblestone. Okay, we're sticking with that. And now I'm thinking to cover this. What if we did a cobblestone slab and then hung a lantern under it, and both of these things would be right above the door? Because I realize we don't really have a spot to hang any type of light or anything. Does that look weird? That honestly kind of looks weird. Here, let's just do a... I don't like that space by the door. I know someone says that I have to stop building things that you scrape your head on when you go inside, but it just looks so cute. Maybe we'll embrace torches for this build. We put some torches on our last few. So we'll continue the Minecraft vibes. Okay. I think that's good. Now the question is the chimney. Do we want to do that in stone as well? Yes. This is part of the all stone house. Everything's stone. So I'll just grab a ton of these. And maybe should we make the fireplace first? We don't usually do that. Let's see if we want this in the back. I don't want to do a big fireplace because then we'd have to have like 4 coming up, and this is much too small to do that. Maybe we could do something right here. Might be too tall. It's a little tall. Okay. Actually liking like this type of thing. And we'll put a fire on it like normal. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now, if that's where our fireplace is, maybe we're actually gonna do a corner fireplace, which I am not against at all. And maybe we should keep this in stone brick. Should we do cracked stone brick too? That could actually be cool. Pretty cool. Let's give this a go. I did not get the stairs. We could do this thing. We could actually... We could just kind of not build sides and have a floor fire and just have it come up, since the walls are all stone anyways. But it wouldn't feel as contained, I suppose. Let's get some iron. I've been obsessed with doing this recently. Some iron bars around the fire. And yeah, then we could just put slabs like up here or something. Maybe a full block. We could do that. we couldn't really put cracked stone in anywhere. Honestly, why not? Why not? This actually looks pretty cute. And we're always having to build much bigger fireplaces because we're building with wood walls, so we might as well use the fact that this is a stone walled thing. Okay, now for the floor. What should we do for the floor? What about birch logs? I could do this kind of design. I actually like this. Yeah. We will do this. I'm kind of thinking about my dad when I'm building this, because I am kind of building it for him, right? He's always been my #1 fan. Commented on all of my videos. He's been my only commenter for years. Now I finally have some other commenters, but I feel like the inside is going to be pretty simple. For the bed, we'll just do this kind of like basic thing, and maybe put like a pot of something here. Let's put a pot of a dead bush. My dad has finally kept one of his plants alive, but he is always murdering anything that he tries to grow. Okay, and then we'll keep this like insanely simple maybe. Maybe we'll even put the chest back here. Kind of dysfunctional. That's... I don't mean to be dissing my dad. I was gonna say this is like something he'd do. He's just a little bit chaotic is all. And we'll put a painting up because he loves all of the artwork that me and my sister make. Wow. Guess we can... Oh my gosh, my mouse is starting to double click. This is pissing me off so bad. Oh, see, I love this one. This is what I was thinking of the other day. I guess I didn't realize how big it was. But we'll do a smaller assortment of paintings. I actually like this painting a lot, but I haven't been able to fully use it yet. Let's do a small painting. What's a good one? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember what that was. And freak, I just let go of my painting. Okay, yes. And maybe we'll do another, like, smaller one. Yeah. Bam. Paintings. We'll do the classic boots that we always do. And I always put a clock in all of my builds. Where should we put a clock? We'll just put it above the bed. Okay, and leather boots. And, like, honestly, this is super bare. But I kind of think that I'm gonna leave it that way on purpose. Someone just lives here, but obviously they spend most of their time flying their... Wow. Flying their airplane, which is what we're about to build next. I don't know if we should do a hangar for it. I don't know, let's build the airplane first. Should we keep it probably like right here, and then you can roll it out and then boom, take off or whatever. So, wow. Okay, I'll fill this in. Now I'm gonna search up some inspiration because I don't actually know. Most of the planes I see people build in Minecraft are massive planes. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to build this in Minecraft. Well, the biggest issue is when bush planes are just sitting there, they're actually angled backwards. Problem with that is then we have to build the whole plane at an angle, and I am not doing that, so we're not gonna do that. It's gonna be flat, and we're just gonna... I don't know, we'll figure it out. But one thing I just saw on Pinterest, which I thought was really cute, is putting a barrel at the very beginning. I don't know how tall we need to make this actually. We'll go one more and making a propeller like this. Okay, there's our, wow, there's our propeller. And it seems one thing they did right behind is put some trapdoors all around it, and I feel like that makes a really good engine block. But yeah, plane lovers, I'm sorry for the inaccuracies. I think planes are really cool, but I definitely don't know enough to make like accurate style things. Okay, maybe I'll put in the screenshot that I found. It was posted by Sanity Gone. Well, I'll put this out here so you can see kind of the inspiration. Maybe we shouldn't put dirt in the engine. Let's at least do that. And spruce slab. Then I guess on that picture they have like a block. Then they have a space where you sit, and then like 3 more blocks behind them, and then they go up. I'm thinking bush planes though aren't open to the air where you sit, typically. From what I see anyways. And they typically have just one wing above, which I do want to try and do. So we'll see. And maybe, yes, we'll do these for wheels just like that picture, because I mean, Oak's trapdoors do look like wheels. Okay. Wait, don't they usually have wheels low-key like sticking out a little more? Yeah, I feel like the wheels are typically wider than this. But that might just look weird. But I don't know, we'll leave it for right now. We'll come back to it if it's a problem. Will we have to kick out this tree? I kind of liked it because it's right there, but I think we might need to. Wait, let's think about this. Do we want to do that? I think the wings low-key might be touching it otherwise. But I like it. We're gonna keep it. Okay, back to the freaking plane. I need to stop procrastinating this. And yeah, we'll do spruce this for wings. Maybe let's try and get the wings figured out. I almost wonder if a smoker could kind of look cool. Right here. Let's do it facing the back. And then you're gonna have your area where you sit. Maybe we'll use shelves here. Let's do this kind of shelf. Let's continue, like the main majority of the plane will be dark oak. And it would make more sense to kind of build, well, I don't know if it actually make more sense, but it might look cooler if we built it out of like cool colored things like stone. But wood just has the most like variance and like trapdoors and stuff, so that's why we're going with that. I wish these shelves were more saturated like the regular ones. Okay. Oops. Put another block there. Or does this actually kind of need to be a trap door? I think this might need to be a trap door so you can actually get into the plane. And then maybe we'll do this. Wait. It's not what I meant to do. We'll do the shelves right behind. Okay, so this is actually looking questionable. But you know what? I am trying, so. Yeah, that'll be the bottom of the plane. I don't care if it looks weird because I actually have zero idea what to do otherwise. And then you're gonna get up and you're gonna sit in here. So that means we need like a backing. We might just have to pretend that you have, I don't know, a windshield around you or something. I can't think of anything we could put here that could look like a windshield. Because everything, like if we put a glass pane there, it'd actually be perfect if we had a glass pane that stayed like out. You know, it's not gonna do that, so. Or will it? Hold on. How does that look? Does that look kind of stupid? Okay, that definitely looks odd. I don't know. Let's do it without the glass for right now. Okay, and then maybe we just bring this lock back and then do the like tail or whatever. So If we can get a dark oak stair. And probably a spruce. We'll see what works better. Wait. Something like this, and then in the photo, kind of does like this thing, which I think looks pretty good. Okay. There's a tail. Is that too small? No, I think it's okay. And maybe we'll do a slab here and a trapdoor, so it looks smooth and aerodynamic or whatever. Yeah, I feel like this is where your little wheel would be, and then the whole thing would be slanted. I actually don't want to figure that out. Yeah, and this is a slab. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave that there as like a stand, even though it doesn't even connect, because I don't know. Okay, and then the wings should be... We can make them completely out of trap doors, and maybe we could do like wings that taper out. Okay, that is definitely too thick. So I think it'll probably be a little at the front. Yeah. Okay, what do we think about that? This probably isn't going to be accurate to how big they actually are. Let me look at my photos. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's about right. Maybe one more? And they all have those like connecting things from there over, but I don't know how we would do that without making it bulky. Like, we could try. And then, I don't know, actually, from there. Slabs, perhaps. Okay, this is hard to see against the snow, but like, that might take away more than it adds. So, we're just gonna have to imagine there's things like that. And I feel like we should definitely make these thicker, at least in the front and on the ends. Maybe we'll leave it a little thinner, like right here though, for the... I forget what this thing is called. Aileron? Maybe? This goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see how far we get with this tree. Okay. We're gonna have to... I really like the tree here. I think we're just gonna move it back a little bit. Do we leave that 3 long, I think? Yeah. So one more here. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. Yeah, and you could still kind of get into this if you like, guess you jump on the wheel. And I guess you actually can't jump on that. Actually, what if we did like a... We could do a detail right here. I don't know if that actually does kind of look nice. It helps the wheels look a little more supported. But maybe even with that detail, you could open it. So you could get up here, then you can open it and wait. Ah! Okay, I guess once you get in here, okay, you do this. And then you can, wait, no. Ah! I guess it's a process to get in this plane, but you'll close this. Are you kidding? What? That is not how it's supposed to work. I am on this top one. Okay, that was confusing. And then you can be in your plane with low-key terrible visibility, but you know what? That's alright. You needed visibility to fly. Okay. I like this. This is actually really cute. Last thing we need is a Christmas tree. Plant back here. cute. Yes, small and dinky, which is exactly what we want. And if my dad were decorating this, he probably wouldn't decorate it too much, to be honest. He'd at least get a light up there and I don't know, maybe some ornaments. We haven't done this item frame thing in a while, but someone commented that lingering potions can kind of look like baubles or like ornaments, which I thought was a fantastic idea. So maybe we'll throw a little bit of these up. Oh wait, this actually is kind of cute. Okay, maybe one more, like, I don't know, there. Okay, kind of scattered, but I think that's relatively cute. So yes, I lied, that was not the last thing we needed because we also need a path. And honestly, just a simple one, and the only place it needs to go is towards the airplane. Okay. Yay, I think this build is done. This was a really cute one. This one was fun to build because I didn't feel like so much pressure to make it super cute. Just kind of there. All right, and with shaders. Adorable. Okay. And a night test. I think this is pretty good. The plane wouldn't be lit up, probably. It'd be parked in a different spot every time, so. But it seems pretty cute in here. And yeah, okay, I think that's good. Let's put the sign on. And the sign can go right here. And it's already day 10, that's crazy. Yay! Okay, this is actually pretty cute. Alright. I hope you enjoyed today's build. I certainly did. And yeah, happy holidays. I will see you tomorrow for the next day in our advent calendar. Goodbye!